So the Pharisees, testing Jesus, not because they wanted a real answer from him, but because they wanted to trap him, say, okay, Jesus, let's talk about the topic of divorce. But Jesus avoids their question, instead goes back to the original plan. So instead of talking about divorce, he talks about why God brought a man and a woman together in the first place, and he references Genesis chapter 2. And that, of course, is the story of Adam there in the garden, living a perfect life made in the image of God. He was in the ultimate bachelor pad. I mean, he had it made in the shade. It almost sounds like a fairy tale when we read of the Garden of Eden, like Atlantis or Camelot or Never Never Land. But no, this was a real place. And this was a real man that God had created. And his job description, if you will, was to discover all that the Lord had made. And every day as the sun was setting, the Lord would show up. And he would take a walk with his son Adam in the cool of the day. You couldn't ask for a more perfect situation. God asked Adam to name all of the animals. And at first it wasn't that hard. Dog, cat, bird, fish. But then when he found out he had to name individual animals, it became more complex. Okay, fish with multiple names. Trout, salmon, mahi, mahi. Or maybe huma, uka, nuka, pa'a. That's here on the screen. This is an actual fish name. It's a fish in Hawaii. Let's say it together. Huma, naka, anuka, kapa, ua, a. Thank you very much. I'm very fluent in Hawaiian. You know that, brah. But as wonderful as all of this was, something was missing in Adam's life. Or more specifically, someone was missing. But that someone did not exist yet. God created Eve out of the rib of Adam. The Lord said, it's not good for man to be alone. So from his side, he brought Eve. God said in Genesis 2:18, I will make a helper comparable to him. A more literal translation from the Hebrew would be someone who assists another to reach fulfillment. It's used elsewhere in the Old Testament, and it refers to someone coming to rescue another. Eve was sent to rescue Adam. She would provide what was missing in his life. Marriage. It halves our sorrows. It doubles our joys. And it quadruples our expenses.